Greetings, family. Hi, everyone. I love you very much. I'm just chilling, but I just wanted to just like check in and with everybody. I don't care if I didn't do my hair. I don't care about that. I don't care if I don't have lipstick on. I don't care if I don't have eyeliner on. I don't care. I wanted to, I was sitting here being thankful for everything that I have, And I think we all need to be. We all need to be. If we're still breathing, we all need to be thankful for whatever it is that we have. And I want to encourage everybody to keep a sound mind in this day and time. And just know and distinguish what's right and what's wrong. You know within your own self what the right thing is, what the wrong thing isn't. And at this point, we can, it's a lot. But we have to pray and turn it over to God. Everything. We got to become a nation of faith again, But don't just stop at your own self when it comes to faith. Reach out to one person at a time once you're balanced. If you're not balanced, don't try to help somebody if you're not balanced. Don't misunderstand me. I'm only going to talk for a little bit, okay? Because I'm chilling right now. But I wanted to just check in, because I was just reminiscing how blessed I am. How blessed I am. And to have I became a single parent. I was became divorced. I was a single parent. I had 2 sons. And I was rough on them dudes, man. But I love with love, though. They had a schedule, and they had to produce, and we had clashes when they were becoming of age. But that was hard. I made them they had to produce. My sons had it hard. I didn't make them easy for them, But I remember at their adult, a couple of things that I remembered about them sitting here that means the most to me. With my older son as an adult, being able to spend time with them separately, and together, that's a beautiful thing. But separately is always fun because they're 2 different people, So, but my older son, I was sitting here remembering how one of the things that I thought was kind of the coolest, beside the boating, but the thing that I would have put as the coolest thing as an adult that we did before I got too old was me riding on the back of his motorcycle on a tollway, heading to a a craft store. I can't remember the name of it right now, to get something specific that they needed for the house, Hobby Lobby. And so, so I had him put the helmet on, and he had and it was fun, But I'll ride like that. I had a bike, But anyway, that was like fun, And then my younger one, they're 2 different people. So being able to spend some time with him. And so he had a sports car that he was so fond of. It was a Corvette. And before he got married, he was a bachelor, and he was just working, and it was just him. And so I can't, I go down there to visit. And anyway, one particular time we always do things together, and when I'm around. And so he came to get me, or he took me somewhere. I guess he lived in Las Colinas, Texas, something like that. I can't remember, somewhere around Las Colinas. It was either Las Colinas or wherever, somewhere around Las Colinas. Anyway, which is a very nice area. I think it's another area too. But anyway, so anyway, I visited him there at his place when he was a bachelor. And so we had a day where we went, and he took me on a ride in his Corvette, and it set so low, And so we was just riding, and he was just, riding me on that side of the town. And then we ended up at this little bitty, like it was like a amusement situation where you could ride go-karts, you know. So that was, so we did go-karts, and I'm you know, they gave me the slow go-kart because my son was lapping me. I'm like, I got my foot on the gas, mashed on the gas, and I'm only going so fast. So they only let me go so fast, but they let my son was lapping me, my younger son. So those were moments that I look back on as an adult, even though we've had many more and all of that since then, you know, but those are the two things that stand out for me, you know, as fun things that I did with my kids when they were grown. I would be interested to hear what y'all have to say. Hopefully y'all have something to say.